Hello guys, happy weekend to everyone. So today we'll be doing our market forecasting. The week is tomorrow is a new week. So we'll do our market forecasting to see on what the market is actually telling us next week. As you can see, this is our DXY. I'll take this off so we start analyzing together. Okay, so guys, this is our DXY. And here we had the break of structure. We had a break of structure at this level, giving us a new higher high. We had a break of structure at that level, and then we have kind of like, okay, here is actually tricky. Yeah, this area is tricky, but I will definitely take this as my next draw on liquidity. I'm expecting price to react all the way from this zone. Reason being, since we entered this year, since 2025 January 2025, the market has been going in a consistent downtrend. So we have been moving in continuous lower lows and lower highs. As you can see from here, we had January, February, March, April. This is May. So we have continuous downtrend, and I'm seeing this month to keep going more down. I'm seeing this month to go more down because I can identify here this level. So this level, I look at this level in my next draw on liquidity. So I'll be expecting to see what price reaction will tell me at that zone. And why will I be personally looking at what price reaction will tell me at that zone? Let us use our Fibonacci. So we take from our recent low to our recent high. From our recent low to our recent high, what do you see? Price is actually reacting in a discount zone. You can see price is presently reacting in a discount zone. So now, what are we expecting price to do? We are expecting price to come to our 78.60. That is our premium zone. Once as price tap in, we'll be watching out what the price reaction will be telling us at that level. But for now, we are not trading the monthly time frame. So this is just to guide us on what the market will look like on this trend of DXY, and for you to also take a good trade, it's always good to start from the higher time frame down to the lower time frame. So I always like my strategy. I use SMT, ICT, and CRT. So now we'll be going to our smaller time frame to see to look at what the price reaction is telling us. So we go to our weekly time frame. As you can see, is our weekly time frame. So in this weekly time frame, we had this in our weekly time frame had this draw on liquidity. That we had this little supply zone up here. It was kind of a supply zone at this level. Show you guys. It was kind of a supply zone that we call the next draw on liquidity, which is the last candle before the impulse was this candlestick that you can see. So this was our supply we had, and of course we had the fair value gap. So what can you see? Price came up, filled in this fair value gap. At least that's 50% of the fair value gap. Price came in, filled in 50% of this fair value gap, and started dumping back to the downside. So what I am expecting in DXY, I was expecting price to be from this zone up here, and price did so. Now I'm expecting price to come back to the zone before giving us our move, before giving us the real move we are expecting to see. And why would I be expecting that move is because price move in AMD. So what I am saying is price have induced traders to buy, and once you buy from this level, your stop loss will be within this. Your stop loss will be situated under here. So I am expecting price to come all the way down here, sweep out liquidity, because there will be a lot of pending orders and a lot of shit going on down there. So I'm expecting price to come back down, sweep out the liquidity before actually giving us the real move we are expecting. Because you can see DXY is an uptrend market from the monthly time frame. Come from our monthly time frame, you see our DXY, we're in continual uptrend. We're in an uptrend. You can see we're in an uptrend market. So we're expecting price to do the pullback, take out liquidity, and continue buying. So let's continue down to our daily time frame. So now, what are we expecting? We already expect We are expecting a sell in the market because JXY showed us that it's giving us downtrend now. So what are we expecting? We're expecting to be looking at sell opportunities, not buy opportunities, because we are waiting for a sweep of liquidity at this zone. We're waiting for a sweep of liquidity all the way at this zone. We're expecting the market to come, take out liquidity at this zone, give us a market structure shift. Then we start looking for our buy opportunities. So this is what we are expecting from the market to give us. So for now, we are looking at sell opportunities, and when you look technically at this level here, you will see that the market gave us a CRT move at this level for actually dumping to the downside. So this was a good entry at this level here. It was, if you take an entry at this point, this was a good entry for you to take a sell because we have our CRT all the way at that level. But then it already missed that move. So now what are we anticipating? We are looking out more to a smaller time frame, like the 4 hours time frame, to see what the market is actually telling us in our 4 hours. So this is our 4 hours, guys. This is our 4 hours time frame that we are looking at. As you can see, this is our 4 hours. We have break of structures, continuous downtrend move. We have a break of structure here. We have a break of structure here. You can still have another break of structure down here at this level. You have another break of structure at this level. So now, where are you expecting to start taking your sales tomorrow on Monday? Because definitely when the market will open on Monday, when the market will open on Monday, you'll be expecting to take a sell opportunities in the market. So where are you looking at start taking your sell? So I am looking at this zone. So technically, I'll be waiting for a pullback all the way up here. Even though there's no liquidity behind, because this candlestick took out all the liquidity. This candlestick took out all the liquidity, spiking both sides, sweeping liquidity in this upside. So what do I be expecting? For me, basically, I'll be expecting price at this zone, even though I'm not seeing any particular liquidity, but you can see we have kind of a fair value gap here, around here. We have an empty fair value gap around here. So technically, for me, what I'll be expecting price is, I'll be expecting price to come back all the way up here. That if price reaction in our more refined smaller time frames what we did there also, that's in the 4 hours time frame perspective. But then so the 2 hours, so in the 2 hours we can see more perspectives to be seen, where we can start waiting for potential price reaction. So then this is our 2 hours. In our 2 hours, you don't expect price to come all the way up there, because you are seeing, you can see you can see a lot of change in the state of delivery, and you can see, so we're expecting price to come all the way there. Reason being, at this level, had to change in the state of delivery at this level. After price change in the state of delivery, what had to change in the state of delivery at this level. Yeah. And when price change in the state of delivery, you had a reversal candle that you can see. So what a reversal candle there. So at this level now, what I am expecting is, I am expecting liquidity at this zone. I am expecting a lot of liquidity at this zone now. Why am I expecting liquidity at this zone? Because there will be a lot of sellers at that zone. There will be a lot of sellers at that zone. So what will I be expecting for the market to do? I'll be expecting for this market to buy up here, tap in, induce traders to sell, then take out liquidity before actually coming back down. So once I see a move like this, I will then know my sell is ready and I can take my sell on this trade. So this is what our TXY will look like on Monday. So this is what I'm expecting to see in TXY on Monday. I'm expecting a reversal and change in the state of delivery, take out liquidity, and then we can take our sell. So I'm expecting our TXY to be something like this, giving us a good sell. So now, after we are done with our TXY, now we can go to my currencies I usually trade. So I trade just EU and G. So now we go to EU. So in EU, we will do the same thing. In EU, we'll do the same thing. Like I see this my trade I had on EU that I had already analyzed for the week. So in EU, we're gonna do the same thing, and I'll take out all this sheet. So we start the analysis from the beginning. So this EU, we go to our sorry, monthly time frame. Go to our monthly time frame. I had an analysis in EU to sell, but I was taking out because I still see it to go more up before actually going down. So this is EU. You can see since January 2025, we have been in an uptrend, but the overall trend is a downtrend market. You can see continuous break of structures going to the downside, but then from January, you can see here, from January till today, EU is buying massive. So this is our monthly time frame. So I'm expecting EU to react at this zone. So now that we are here, I'm expecting EU because this was my first draw liquidity that I was taking out, and now giving us a spike to the upside. So I'm expecting EU to clear out all the liquidity in that zone. So this is my supply zone that we plotted now. So I'm expecting EU to react on that area. I'm waiting to see the reaction on what EU give us at that area. So then and then see on what to do next. But for now, we go down to our weekly time frame. You can see we have buy because EU came back. EU came, take out this fair value gap. That was 50% of this fair value gap. You can see if you see here, EU came back, took out 50% of the fair value gap and gave us a spike to the upside, giving us a buy momentum. So now, what can you observe? I am observing EU to come all the way to the zone because there's a lot of people who sell at this zone. So I'm seeing EU to come back up here, take out liquidity, give us change in the state of delivery before actually targeting this draw on liquidity. So that's how I see our trade on EU to look like. So then we need to start looking at buy opportunities. You can see that's our monthly time frame. It's giving us buy opportunities. You can see here at this level, it's our daily time frame. At this level, we had the change in state of delivery here that also act as an order block. But that change of state of delivery that also reacted as an order block at that level. So what are we supposed to be looking at? What we are supposed to be looking at now is going a refined time frame, like our 4 hours. So this is our 4 hours time frame. You can see this is our 4 hours. So in this 4 hours time frame, we had this break of structure here. Had this break of structure here. So we had that break of structure. We had that break of structure at that level. So what are we expecting the market to do? We are expecting the market to come back because if you look at this level, look here technically, you see this market came back all the way to this demand zone, like here. Sorry, this market came back all the way to this demand zone because said a demand is the last candle for an impulse move. So you see, it gave us a tap in that zone. But then when you look at this tap, we are expecting price to come back all the way down there to take out liquidity because when you put a more refined time frame like your 2 hours time frame, you will see something like let me see, let me go to 1 hour. Okay, so in this our 1 hour time frame, you see something like an imbalance that have been left behind, and which is this area. This area is an imbalance that price left behind. So I am expecting price to come back down to fit in this imbalance. So I'll be expecting price to come back all the way to this zone. I'm expecting price to come back all the way to this zone. before we can take our buys. So this is how I am looking at the chart look like on Monday. Price come there, tap in, and so I am expecting my chart to look like this on Monday. You can take the buy all the way to this first draw on liquidity, and you can take your second buy all the way up here. You have two entries in the market. If you feel confident that you can hold your chart all the way up there, fine. If you can't hold your chart all the way up there, then you can take profit in the first draw on liquidity. And let's move down to GU to see what GU is going to tell us. Okay, so this GU, you can see GU. So GU, let's go down to time frame, 1 month time frame. So this is our 1 month time frame in GU. As you can see, GU is also giving us a continued downtrend. You can see everything giving us a break of structure to the downside. And since January, we also have buys in GU. So this is our supply zone. We are expecting GU to react on. So I am expecting GU to reply in supply zone, which GU is presently in it right now. So I am waiting to see how this candlestick will close in the higher time frame. That's the monthly time frame. When it closes, and we will see what the next month would look like. So then let's go down to our smaller time frame, the 1 week. Okay, you can see the 1 week. GUC gives us that strong momentum, a strong push to the upside. Like you can see the candlestick very strong in momentum. So we go to our daily frame. Okay, our daily time frame give us CRT and push to the upside. So then you already know what you're looking at in the market. What are you looking at? Looking at buy opportunities. So you looking at buy opportunities now. You can see your break of structure like here, the daily time frame. There's your daily time frame perspective. You can see had your break of structure at this level, had your break of structure at this level, giving you new higher high. So you had the break of structure at that level. So what are you looking at then? You have to be looking at now 4 hours. Okay, so these are 4 hours. What are we looking at in 4 hours? So in the 4 hours, we have a break of structure at this level here, we have structure here, at the break of structure here. So I am looking at price to come to this area, which is my demand. So I am looking at price to come to this area before I will take a buy by 4 and that's in 4 hours. So let's go down to 1 hour time frame. And when you look in this 1 hour time frame, what do you see? You can now see a more refined area for you to put in price in. So now you have this area here, which was the last pullback in our time frame. It was the last pullback before the impulse move that gave us that break of structure. So you can be waiting for the price to come back all the way to that zone. See what price reaction will tell you at that level, and you can still benefit of doubt. You can still be looking at price also down here at this level down here. Like that's just to keep your eyes on your chart to make sure you know make sure if price doesn't respect the first bias, you can be looking at your price at the second bias. So you can be expecting price to either come here, and or so you're expecting price to either come here, sorry. So you're expecting price to either come here, give you that tapping, move to the upside, or you're expecting price to come down here, tap in, if it move to that upside. So you need to be looking at the two bias in the market. Which of the zones with price respect? So that's just our GU will look like. So GU will be expecting price in both zones, either here, stop loss down, or you can still take You can see look at price at this area, stop loss down. So this how I am looking at. So this how I am looking at my chart on the GPP USD. Okay, so this how I am looking at the chart on GPP USD. This is what I am looking at. How I'll be waiting my chart to react in the both zones to see which one will price react or which one will price choose. So guys, that's our market forecasting for the week. That's our market forecasting. I can do USD JPY, let me do USD JPY. So guys, let me do the USD JPY and let's see how USD JPY will. So this was our market forecasting for the week. Please don't forget to like, share, and follow. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And guys, please use my recommended broker Exness. I will put the link of my recommended broker below. Just use the link for my recommended broker, and you can join my WhatsApp group for free signals. Yeah, I do free signals to my community. Once you use my recommended broker, just send me an inbox. I'll put my number. So you just send me an inbox and join my podcast community for free signals. So let's go down. This is our TXY. So yeah, let's see. Sorry, this is our UJ USD So USD we had an uptrend, the market was uptrend, and now it changed to downtrend. Like now it gave us a change from the state of delivery. Like you can see, had higher highs, and higher highs became lower highs, lower lows. You can see the lower highs there. Now we are trying to give a lower low. So this is what we are expecting for the market to start doing, going now to the downside, doing all the moves to the downside. So that's what I am looking at in the USD JPY. But for now, let's see what USD JPY have to give us. So we had this level here. We had this level here as our draw on liquidity. Sorry, we had this level here as our draw on liquidity because we had a tap here after price came all the way down here. So I anticipated this level as the next draw on liquidity, and you can see price came, tap in, and pushed back to the upside. So now what am I expecting? I am expecting price to keep coming more down because since January, USD JPY has been selling. So we are expecting more down. So this is the 1 week. And okay, you can see in our 1 week time frame, what can you observe in our uh, what can you observe in our 1 week time frame? So firstly, I'll start by explaining this. As a trader, you're not supposed to be looking at one-sided bias. So when price tapped in this weekly time frame, this was my first draw on liquidity up here. And why did I put this as a draw on liquidity? Because I was expecting price to buy all the way to that level. And as I earlier said, you don't look at one-sided bias, you look at the both side. Look at buy bias and your sell bias to see what direction the market will actually choose. Remember, you're not the one in charge of the market. So let's move on. So when price came in at that level, I expected price to come all the way up there because I spotted liquidity though. There's a lot of liquidity in this zone. The whole of this area like this. See the whole of this area? The whole of this area has liquidity lying at that area. So I was expecting the market to come all the way there. So what did the market do? The market came back to its breaker block. You can see this our breaker block here. This as our breaker block. Market came back here to count liquidity in this breaker block and push to the upside. So this is our breaker block that the market came back there and had the push to the upside. So okay, now let's move on. We have our push to the downside. So what are we anticipating now in our time frame? We are in a downtrend, of course, and in a downtrend we are looking for sell opportunities. So where are you looking to start taking potential sales? That's where the question comes in. So at this level now, at this level, I will use this area as our change in the state of delivery. I'll use this area as our change in the state of delivery, giving us the push to the downside. So we go now to our 4 hours time frame and see this our 4 hours. In our 4 hours time frame, we had this break of structure here at this level here. We had the market break of structure at this level. So what do I be expecting? I'm expecting the market to come to this fair value gap because you can see I need to put it on one side. So I'm expecting the market to come all the way because we have a fair value gap here. We have a fair value gap there. So what am I expecting the market to do? I'm expecting this market to buy all the way up here at the supply zone. I'm expecting the market to buy all the way to that supply zone. And we also have a fair value gap. That means we need to be looking at the two-sided bias. So either the market comes from down here, respect this fair value gap and come down, or we expect the market, sorry, either we might take them, either it comes, take out the fair value gap and come down, or we wait for it at this level, at this supply zone. So guys, you're just supposed to be watchful to see what the market will do in those both zones. That's in 4 hours. So we can go to 1 hour time frame, and you see this our 1 hour time frame. This our 1 hour time frame. This our demand here. Yeah, so that's just what I am expecting this market to do on Monday. So I'm expecting either the market come all the way down there, tap in, or come here and give us a tap. So I'm expecting something like this. So this is what I'll be expecting. I just need to keep my eyes on price action to see what the market will do once it reach at my key levels. So you need to always spot out your key levels and wait for price to react at your key levels. So this is how I do my top-down analysis. So it's weekend of our market forecasting, and now we need to wait to see how the market will play out in the week. So happy Sunday, guys. See you tomorrow, and let's see what the market will tell us.